I've read this book. Have I read this book? I haven't read this book. You've read this book. Have you read this book? You haven't read this book. We've read this book. Have we read this book? We haven't read this book. They've read this book. Have they read this book? They haven't read this book. He's read this book. Has he read this book? He hasn't read this book. She's read this book. Has she read this book? She hasn't read this book. It's read this book. Has it read this book? It hasn't read this book. I've sung a song. Have I sung a song? I haven't sung a song. You've sung a song. Have you sung a song? You haven't sung a song. We've sung a song. Have we sung a song? We haven't sung a song. They've sung a song. Have they sung a song? They haven't sung a song. He's sung a song. Has he sung a song? He hasn't sung a song. She's sung a song. Has she sung a song? She hasn't sung a song. It's sung a song. Has it sung a song? It hasn't sung a song. I've told a story. Have I told a story? I haven't told a story. You've told a story. Have you told a story? You haven't told a story. We've told a story. Have we told a story? We haven't told a story. They've told a story. Have they told a story? They haven't told a story. He's told a story. Has he told a story? He hasn't told a story. She's told a story. Has she told a story? She hasn't told a story. It's told a story. Has it told a story? It hasn't told a story. I've made a cake. Have I made a cake? I haven't made a cake. You've made a cake. Have you made a cake? You haven't made a cake. We've made a cake. Have we made a cake? We haven't made a cake. They've made a cake. Have they made a cake? They haven't made a cake. He's made a cake. Has he made a cake? He hasn't made a cake. She's made a cake. Has she made a cake? She hasn't made a cake. It's made a cake. Has it made a cake? It hasn't made a cake. I've stolen the car. Have I stolen the car? I haven't stolen the car. You've stolen the car. Have you stolen the car? You haven't stolen the car. We've stolen the car. Have we stolen the car? We haven't stolen the car. They've stolen the car. Have they stolen the car? They haven't stolen the car. He's stolen the car. Has he stolen the car? He hasn't stolen the car. She's stolen the car. Has she stolen the car? She hasn't stolen the car. It's stolen the car. Has it stolen the car? It hasn't stolen the car. I've sent a message. Have I sent a message? I haven't sent a message. You've sent a message. Have you sent a message? You haven't sent a message. We've sent a message. Have we sent a message? We haven't sent a message. They've sent a message. Have they sent a message? They haven't sent a message. He's sent a message. Has he sent a message? He hasn't sent a message. She's sent a message. Has she sent a message? She hasn't sent a message. It sent a message. Has it sent a message? It hasn't sent a message. I've found the reason. Have I found the reason? I haven't found the reason. You've found the reason. Have you found the reason? You haven't found the reason. We've found the reason. Have we found the reason? We haven't found the reason. They've found the reason. Have they found the reason? They haven't found the reason. He's found the reason. Has he found the reason? He hasn't found the reason. She's found the reason. Has she found the reason? She hasn't found the reason. It's found the reason. Has it found the reason? It hasn't found the reason. I've cut the vegetables. Have I cut the vegetables? I haven't cut the vegetables. You've cut the vegetables. Have you cut the vegetables? You haven't cut the vegetables. We've cut the vegetables. Have we cut the vegetables? We haven't cut the vegetables. They've cut the vegetables. Have they cut the vegetables? They haven't cut the vegetables. He's cut the vegetables. Has he cut the vegetables? He hasn't cut the vegetables. She's cut the vegetables. Has she cut the vegetables? She hasn't cut the vegetables. It's cut the vegetables. Has it cut the vegetables? It hasn't cut the vegetables. I won the game. Have I won the game? I haven't won the game. You've won the game. Have you won the game? You haven't won the game. We've won the game. Have we won the game? We haven't won the game. They won the game. Have they won the game? They haven't won the game. He's won the game. Has he won the game? He hasn't won the game. She's won the game. Has she won the game? She hasn't won the game. It's won the game. Has it won the game? It hasn't won the game. I've lost the pen. Have I lost the pen? I haven't lost the pen. You've lost the pen. Have you lost the pen? You haven't lost the pen. We've lost the pen. Have we lost the pen? We haven't lost the pen. They've lost the pen. Have they lost the pen? They haven't lost the pen. He's lost the pen. Has he lost the pen? He hasn't lost the pen. She's lost the pen. Has she lost the pen? She hasn't lost the pen. It's lost the pen. Has it lost the pen? It hasn't lost the pen. I've heard the news. Have I heard the news? I haven't heard the news. You've heard the news. Have you heard the news? You haven't heard the news. We've heard the news. Have we heard the news? We haven't heard the news. They've heard the news. Have they heard the news? They haven't heard the news. He's heard the news. Has he heard the news? He hasn't heard the news. She's heard the news. Has she heard the news? She hasn't heard the news. It's heard the news. Has it heard the news? It hasn't heard the news. I've sold the computer. Have I sold the computer? I haven't sold the computer. You've sold the computer. Have you sold the computer? You haven't sold the computer. We've sold the computer. Have we sold the computer? We haven't sold the computer. They've sold the computer. Have they sold the computer? They haven't sold the computer. He sold the computer. Has he sold the computer? He hasn't sold the computer. She sold the computer. Has she sold the computer? She hasn't sold the computer. It sold the computer. Has it sold the computer? It hasn't sold the computer. I've thought about it. Have I thought about it? I haven't thought about it. You've thought about it. Have you thought about it? You haven't thought about it. We've thought about it. Have we thought about it? We haven't thought about it. They've thought about it. Have they thought about it? They haven't thought about it. He's thought about it. Has he thought about it? He hasn't thought about it. She's thought about it. Has she thought about it? She hasn't thought about it. It's thought about it. Has it thought about it? It hasn't thought about it. I've paid for it. Have I paid for it? I haven't paid for it. You've paid for it. Have you paid for it? You haven't paid for it. We've paid for it. Have we paid for it? We haven't paid for it. They've paid for it. Have they paid for it? They haven't paid for it. He's paid for it. Has he paid for it? He hasn't paid for it. She's paid for it. Has she paid for it? She hasn't paid for it. It's paid for it. Has it paid for it? It hasn't paid for it. I've forgotten the password. Have I forgotten the password? I haven't forgotten the password. You've forgotten the password. Have you forgotten the password? You haven't forgotten the password. We've forgotten the password. Have we forgotten the password? We haven't forgotten the password. They've forgotten the password. Have they forgotten the password? They haven't forgotten the password. He's forgotten the password. Has he forgotten the password? He hasn't forgotten the password. She's forgotten the password. Has she forgotten the password? She hasn't forgotten the password. It's forgotten the password. Has it forgotten the password? It hasn't forgotten the password. I've broken it. Have I broken it? I haven't broken it. You've broken it. Have you broken it? You haven't broken it. We've broken it. Have we broken it? We haven't broken it. They've broken it. Have they broken it? They haven't broken it. He's broken it. Has he broken it? He hasn't broken it. She's broken it. Has she broken it? She hasn't broken it. It's broken it. Has it broken it? It hasn't broken it. I've shut the door. Have I shut the door? I haven't shut the door. You've shut the door. Have you shut the door? You haven't shut the door. We've shut the door. Have we shut the door? We haven't shut the door. They've shut the door. Have they shut the door? They haven't shut the door. He's shut the door. Has he shut the door? He hasn't shut the door. She's shut the door. Has she shut the door? She hasn't shut the door. It's shut the door. Has it shut the door? It hasn't shut the door. I've hidden it. Have I hidden it? I haven't hidden it. You've hidden it. Have you hidden it? You haven't hidden it. We've hidden it. Have we hidden it? We haven't hidden it. They've hidden it. Have they hidden it? They haven't hidden it. He's hidden it. Has he hidden it? He hasn't hidden it. She's hidden it. Has she hidden it? She hasn't hidden it. It's hidden it. Has it hidden it? It hasn't hidden it. I've written this book. Have I written this book? I haven't written this book. You've written this book. Have you written this book? You haven't written this book. We've written this book. Have we written this book? We haven't written this book. They've written this book. Have they written this book? They haven't written this book. He's written this book. Has he written this book? He hasn't written this book. She's written this book. Has she written this book? She hasn't written this book. It's written this book. Has it written this book? It hasn't written this book. I've eaten sushi. Have I eaten sushi? I haven't eaten sushi. You've eaten sushi. Have you eaten sushi? You haven't eaten sushi. We've eaten sushi. Have we eaten sushi? We haven't eaten sushi. They've eaten sushi. Have they eaten sushi? They haven't eaten sushi. He's eaten sushi. Has he eaten sushi? He hasn't eaten sushi. She's eaten sushi. Has she eaten sushi? She hasn't eaten sushi. It's eaten sushi. Has it eaten sushi? It hasn't eaten sushi. I've done it. Have I done it? I haven't done it. You've done it. Have you done it? You haven't done it. We've done it. Have we done it? We haven't done it. They've done it. Have they done it? They haven't done it. He's done it. Has he done it? He hasn't done it. She's done it. Has she done it? She hasn't done it. It's done it. Has it done it? It hasn't done it.